It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to another episode of the Mike Prince Show here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Of course, it is our mission to try to bring you some news you could use. Today will be no exception to that rule. You can follow me on Twitter at the Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is the Open Mic Broadcast Network, and just in case, you could always check us out on the website at obnradio.com for the 24-hour stream. With all that being established, let us now jump into today's episode. Well, the weekend saw another landmark decision made by the Supreme Court where it says it is no longer a need to have affirmative action in educational selection process due to the fact that the U.S. of A. has now become racially blind. Now, depending on who you are, where you are at the time that you're hearing this, you're either saying, yes, it's about time, or hogwash. We'll let you decide which side of the fence you'll be on when it comes to that. But this and how it will affect HBCUs can be taken one or two ways. You can say now this could be an extraordinary opportunity for HBCUs to experience growth in the educational process, or it could be a decline in the educational process. But with everything that's been laid out over the weekend, it's definitely looking like that the HBCUs might get a resurgence on attendance growth. Now, here's another point which what we kind of stick to here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, at least 90% of our content, and maybe 85%, where we're focused on sports, where we're focused on athletics. Why do we focus on sports and athletics? Because it is probably one of the most pure content and topics that you can stick on, regardless of what's going on in the world, regardless if you're black, white, Democrat, Republican, straight, or gay. It doesn't really matter when it comes to sports. You speak on sports, you root for your team, and if your team wins, it's a good day. If they lose, it's a bad day, and you pick up the pieces and move on down the road. But when we're adding what this effect could have on the world of athletics, when it comes to HBCUs with the latest 6-3 affirmative action voting by the Supreme Court, if this is going to be in play, could it be that the African-American student athlete who has no doubt put billions of dollars in the pockets of these PWI institutions where they had to have special ruling in order for the student to attend from the beginning, could it be that the student athletes will gather forces and return home, i.e. to the HBCUs, where they can return the good fortune back to the motherland, if you allow me to put it in that manner? Now, this could be the sign of something great. We know that the young people have a very aggressive and progressive way of seeing and doing things. Could this be the spark of something great? Now, if you're traditionalist and you're saying, man, this is unfair, this is not what it is and what it should be, what it was intended to be, you could sit there and wallow in it, or you can become counterproductive and make the most out of the situation that lays at hand. And this is one thing that has made African Americans unique beyond its surface value, the ability to adjust. Now, the ball is back in our court. How do we respond? Do you sit here and protest, kick, cry, and moan, or do you start taking advantage of the institutions that are available in your near area? It could be northern, it could be southern, it could even be west or east, but there is an HBCU institution that is highly bona fide and qualified to give you the necessary credentials that you would need to be a productive citizen in life. How will we respond to it? How will we deal with it? It's really, if you look at it, the situation that the glass is half empty or half full. I'm going to choose to say that the glass is half full. There are so many creative and unique ways to get things done. Money is literally falling all over the place if you have an eye to see how money is made. The way that we have been traditionally taught about creating an income has pretty much diminished, I'm going to say maybe 35-40% from the era of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and even the 90s. It has changed drastically. And with the world of digital marketing and virtual assistants and things of that nature, it's time, I guess, that we all make the necessary adjustments to do what is going to be best for survival. So, unlike our normal episodes, we're going to focus mainly on sports. We are focused on sports, but from a different perspective with this episode. Will affirmative action awaken the rest of those who are coming behind this latest decision? Or will we stand still and talk about what we used to have? I am going to be very interested and keep my ear to the ground on the latest developments of this story. Meanwhile, we will get back on course. It is Independence Day weekend, or extended weekend, we should say, leading for, ironically, the unity of the U.S. of A. Go figure that one out. Was it by chance or coincidence? I am going to exit stage left. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. We do thank you guys so much for joining in with us. Don't forget you can subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Hit that bell notification and you'll never miss an episode that is created here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter at the Mike Prince Show and visit the website at obnradio.com. So until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.